full of people who write lists, and by Jove, missus, we do, because it's time for...
Fab 4 Facts.
Yes, the Fab 4 Facts.
And this week's Fab 4 Facts...
That's me creaking. Sorry, yes hello.
It's his bones are getting very old. This week's Fab 4 Facts...
Exactly at 8:07.
Link on Wandsworth Radio. Link the fabulous 4 from Liverpool with the late great man of broadcasting, Sir Terence of Wogan.
I know the old Wogan there has passed away, and I think that he is one of the most wonderful people because you can impersonate him and no one knows who you're doing because it's so bad. That's my Wogan.
So I think it might be quite nice to have.
I think that's one of the worst Wogans I've ever done. I do apologise to. Sorry. You wanted me to do Act 1 in the style of
Act 1.
Terence Wogan.
Yes, he's such a lovey. He's always.
Is it Act 1 or Fact 1?
Fact 1 in the style. of
Okay,
Wogan.
Fact 1.
Terry Wogan hailed from the Emerald Isle. Another word for emerald is green. And where did the Beatles sail their yellow submarine? But on a sea of green.
Oh, that's fantastic. And now, let's have the old Fact 2.
Terry Wogan was a Sir, which meant his wife became Lady Wogan. The Beatles wrote a song about a lady, Lady Madonna.
And tenuous that was, but now we're moving on to old Fact, my favourite, tree.
Terry Wogan
Tree.
Terry Wogan hosted a show called Aren't His Sporting Bloomers.
Oh, yeah.
And Beatle John Lennon was brought up by his auntie.
I thought he was brought up by his bloomers. And number 4. Is that right? Yes, the old 4, my favourite number, in fact. 4.
Terry Wogan hosted Blankety Blank, where the prize was a Blankety Blank checkbook. Now, while no normal person uses checks anymore, Ringo Starr receives a royalty check every time someone downloads Octopus's Garden, which is a song he wrote while he was with the Beatles.
Wow, that was fantastic. And I am not Terry Wogan. And should I stop doing this now? Because I'm really worried that it's too soon. Because we imitated David Bowie, and then a week later he passed away, and now we're doing it in reverse. And I can't do a David Cameron, or anybody else for that matter. So I can't do a Jeremy Corbyn, and I can't do whoever's running the Liberals at this point. Yes, I do like Mr. You were asking me, could I find the Floral Dance?
Yes.
By Terence Wogan, and he did do, and you were joking about this, he did do a jungle drum and bass version in 1995, and it was one of the least selling Children in Need singles of all time. I think it got to number 78 in the charts. It was kind of embarrassing slightly.
Yeah, I heard it because it sold badly. Pudsey had to go out selling the big issue, didn't he?
Yeah, and Pugsy had to sell his one remaining eye, which is... though my son discovered something, that Pugsy is a fibber, a liar. Not about tax, and with my goes for it's lovely children in need, But my son has got a little Pudsy doll thing, bear thing, like that, and he was sort of curious, and he lifted up the eye patch to discover a perfectly working eye underneath the Pudsey bear. So my son sort of remarked, Pudsy's a liar. There you go. So there you are.
How did he know the eye was working? He might still have the eye, but it's not working.
What, like,
so he still needs the patch on it.
But I think he's also part of the Marvel Universe, Pudsey Bear, because he's got that kind of Nick Fury thing about him. I keep feeling he's going to show up at the end. They should do that. If they don't do that, they should have had Pudsey Bear showing up and getting the Avengers to get more money for children.
That would be a good idea.
Definitely. Because the Marvel Universe isn't completely complicated and convoluted and going on and on and on, a bit like me. Yes.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute?
No. But you can play me a song.